my name is Zach. Welcome to WorleyTutorials.com. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the basics of layer effects and styles. So I have here the just text, regular font. It's still type. It's not rasterized at all. I can go down here to the very bottom where it says FX, and I click on that. And that's going to give me some options, and you have all kinds of like bevel and emboss, stroke, inner shadow, inner glow, drop shadow. So drop shadow is kind of the easiest one to explain because everybody kind of knows what that is. So I'm going to start with that. So the drop shadow, this is your layer style dialog box. And what you can do is you can actually work with your file type as you are dealing with the layer style. So in this case, drop shadow, if I click and drag, it's going to change the distance and the angle of the actual shadow itself. Now, as far as the spread and the size, meaning the fuzziness, if you will, of the shadow, you do have to come back over here to the dialog box. You can also add noise to your shadow, so if you want to kind of grunge it up and make it more pixelated looking, then you can do that. But that is basically how you add a layer style at the very, very basic core of it. You can also change the opacity and the blending mode of the shadow itself. Hit OK, and it adds this effect to your layer. So you can either close it up to keep your layers organized, or you can open it up and see what effects you have on there. And you can also toggle the little eye to where you can see the difference between having the drop shadow or not having the drop shadow. Now, if you want to add more effects to this, all you have to do is double click on the word effects, and you can come in here and select different types of effects, and you can actually see what they do and how they work before you have to actually commit to it. And the only reason you do that is by checking this preview box. So let's talk about inner shadow. So inner shadow, personally, I use this a lot. I really, really like this effect. And what you can do is you make it look like the words have been cut out of their background. So it's an inner shadow that is affected. It looks like it affects all the layers, but really it doesn't. It's only the text layer. But it works really, really well. It's a very effective tool. You can change the size, so kind of soften it up a little bit. You can change the opacity, which usually with the inner shadow, you do have to bring the opacity down. I wouldn't leave it at the default. But again, take it and run with it. Try to experiment with it, see what you can come up with. I'm going to uncheck that and go to inner shadow, or I'm sorry, inner glow. And this is kind of difficult to see with white text, but what this basically does is it makes it to where, I'm going to change it to normal. Maybe that'll help. Nope. It basically makes it to where the inside, it kind of glows inward. A good way to see what this does is outer glow. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to bring the opacity up, and I'm going to change the color of it. Let's do that. I'm going to change it to a red, really deep red. Hit OK. And now I'm going to spread the glow, and I'm going to change the size. So there you go. Now you can start to see that this is on the outward side, and if you do inner glow, it's essentially the same type of effect. It's just going inward instead of outward. So you can bring the size up, and you can make it glow on the inside. So as you can see, layer styles and effects have a huge impact on how different effects happen on the layer. And the cool thing is they're all adjustable, so you can come back in here and readjust them anytime you want. This is used a lot on fonts, on text, and so you can actually go online and find all different kinds of layer styles, and just all you have to do is download it and drop it onto your text, and it automatically makes it the way that it looks. I will be having some layer styles up on WorleyTutorials.com, and if you're a member, you can go on the stuff page and you can get all kinds of royalty-free stuff, including presets, layer styles, photos, videos, songs, anything that has been created, whether it be in the tutorials or just by me in general, then that's going to be open to you as a member. So make sure to check that out. There's an example page that you can get to from the homepage on worleytutorials.com. So once you have the effects that you want, you hit OK, you're good to go. You can also copy this layer style. So let's say I have another font that I'm working with, and I want this layer style that's exactly the same as up here. What I can do is I can come here, right click, copy layer style, click on the next text layer, and paste layer style, and it's automatically going to paste everything that you have from the layer style before. So there you go. There's layer styles and effects. Have fun with it. Definitely go in there and experiment. Open this thing up and try bevel and emboss, try strokes, try inner shadow, try all kinds of different things to see what exactly they do. If you have any specific questions on the different settings on these, please comment below and ask. Please email me at any time. You can go to worleytutorials.com on the connect page, and you can contact me that way. And of course, please go to facebook.com/worleytuts, and you can also go to twitter.com/worleytuts. Ask a question, request a tutorial. You can also ask me to work with you specifically all by yourself, and there's more details on that at Worley Tutorials.